All right, so we just pulled up to the new Sustainable Safari location. We've been open since December, but I figured it's time to give you guys a little bit of a tour. That was an epic shot, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's go, speed tour, let's go. Me lady. Look, there's Will. Me lady. Now that we're in the Burnsville location, Burnsville Mall, we were at Maplewood Mall. We still are. That's been open for 5 years now, almost 6. This mall, it was a dying mall per se, and they wanted to bring it back to life. So they're revamping this whole mall with a bunch of really cool stuff. And the zoo was part of that. We might be expanding this location already. So hopefully that's where like a crocodile might go. I don't know. All of this might be where crocodiles are going. And other things too, reptiles, birds, maybe penguins. That might be cool. Millennial pause. All right, here's the zoo. Very nice. We're gonna go in. Now we have a lot of animals. That's why we actually needed the second location, was because we have so many animals. And we also have the barn location, but it just got too much. So we needed a new home for them to live, but also to be able to swap around. It's like a big variety. There's our gift shop. Yeah, the gift shop's pretty cool. We have a lot of things in here as well as the front. All right, here's the deal. When you come here, you guys get a free food cup. You could always upgrade. We have tons of experiences and holdings, but we're not here for the experiences and holdings. We're here for the animals. All right, let's go. Entry, please. Thank you. Shout out Shane. Shane, what are you doing? Why are you not working?
I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm clocked out. You can't even talk to me.
Welcome to Mikasa. All right, so we have over 200 animals inside of this zoo. It's pretty wild in here. We're gonna start off with the guinea pigs. These guys go crazy for plastic bags. Here's our goats. By the way, we had some baby goats that were born. This is Penny. She's about 4 weeks old. You have anything to say? I guess not. Let's hold the baby goat. Isn't she cute? We have a ton of other babies as well. Come over here. It's like the whole goat squad. There's 8 or 9 babies. Jeez. All right, Penny, be free. Oh, you already have your horns starting to grow in. Look at this. Even though she's 4 weeks old, she's already starting to grow some horns. All right, now if you, oh my, almost fell. Wait, we can't pass this up. I gotta clean this, but it's my baby alligators. This is Pesto. He's a baby American alligator. He's actually 7 months old, and he's already pretty big. They get up to about 16 feet long. Oh, hey, why are you doing that? All right, we'll put him back. Now we have 3 baby alligators in here, plus these 2 little guys. Yoink. These are albino red ear sliders. Woo! That's why they're all white and with the red eyes. Super cute. Oh, look at him go. That's my fish from home. Really? Yeah, I won him at the carnival. He's still going. He's going strong. Now on the left-hand side, these are the birds. There's 300 birds in here. And, oh, that one's dancing. Oh, they got quiet. I'm not a bird guy. Are you a bird guy, Will?
Birds are related to alligators.
Don't ever say that again. That hurts my heart. These are the lowland pacas. They're inside their house. Look, they even built themselves like a little mound door thing. They're so cute. They are a little bit sassy though. It's great. This is Chuck Norris. He by far is the oldest. He's actually about 27 years old, which is a very, very long time for a snake to be living. He was a wild-caught snake, which makes it even more incredible that he's living this long. Back in his prime, he used to be a bright, vibrant pink red. We actually got him from our friends over at the Rad Zoo. They closed down, unfortunately, but they're still doing shows. But he gave me this snake to have, and he is a fun guy, let me tell you. He's actually one of my favorite snakes I've ever handled. It's my boy Cujo right here. Now he's a plated lizard, a Madagascar plated lizard. He is pretty cool. He's actually getting a new enclosure. His enclosure is getting redone. So we'll have to update on that too. Look at this majestic guy. That's Quill Smith. He has a brother named Chumlee in there. Chumlee! Chumlee! Here he comes. Chumlee! Come here, buddy. Hi. Now, Chumlee lets me pet him. Quill Smith does not let me pet him. Look, he's ready. What do you think, Quill? Okay. So, fun fact, they cannot shoot their quills. That is a myth. What they do is they flare it up and run backwards at you. That's the store manager. That's Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Salamanders. These are actually native here in Minnesota. Which is crazy to think about because these guys live in extreme cold weathers. I don't know how they do it. I'm from Florida. I can't do this. Now over here we have Edward. He's on the back wall. That is a blue-eyed crested dragon, but he does not have blue eyes, so it's a little bit confusing. These are our capybaras. That's Ross right there. That's Mama. That's the mom. And then we have Potato, Tres Leche. Those are 3 babies. And then we have Dad, whose name is Uno. And you guys, if you've been here before, if you come, you may notice a little thing on his head. Uno! So this little thing on his head, this is a scent gland. A lot of people ask if that's like a boo-boo or an injury.
Nope.
It is not. It's a scent gland. So I don't know if you guys can see. It's very shiny, but he has oils coming out of it. And he'll rub that up against things or rub that on himself to assert his dominance. It's kind of like when a dog pees everywhere. This is Tres Leche. She was just swimming. Now their hair is very coarse. It helps them to swim faster and more. She likes the camera. His name is Drago. Kane! Come here. This is Kane. I'm not going to go in with him because he's on one today. He just will go for my boots. And these are the only boots I have left. I got to go back to Goodwill and get some more. Oh, we got the babies coming over. Hi, Bubba. These are baby miniature cows. Now, there's 3 of them. There's 2 in here. The other one is in a different pen. Hi. Hi. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's waiting for his bottles. See that ram? That ram right there really likes Will. Really likes Will. A lot. A lot of people... I forgot we had these new little creatures in here. So those are partridges. Like in a pear tree. Look, he's like moving the thing around. That's crazy. That's so cool. They're pretty. They're very round. They look like avocados. But in there with them are 3 lorikeets. We have Buddy. He has a crooked jaw. That's he was born with that. Or sorry, he has a crooked beak. He was born with that. And then we have Strawberry, his girlfriend, and then Strawberry's dad, Skeeter. Plus, we have 2 prehensile-tailed porcupines. They're in each corner. Key time. Bird time. Buddy, would you like to say something? He's dancing. Buddy, you want to watch? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on when he does this, but for some reason, he enjoys it, and he licks the rope all the time. That's Strawberry. That's Buddy, and then Skeeter's up there. He's being a butt. Now look at that little nose. Isn't that a boop-worthy nose? Boop. Those quills aren't as big as the African crested porcupines, the giant ones that we saw, Quill Smith and Chumlee. But let me tell you, they will do some damage. Look at that. He's showing off now. This is Mike. Mike, say hi.
Hello.
Mike is he's one of the leads here at Sustainable Safari. He's also learning alligator stuff from me, and he's doing really good. But I did not know Mike was coming in today. Mike, hug. Bye, Mike. I like turtles. This is the turtle pond. Now that's a Florida softshell. This is probably the only Florida softshell I've ever met that lets me pet her on the head. Usually they will bite your fingers, and their bites are gnarly. But She's a good girl. Now, right behind her, those two underneath the water that look like little tiny sea turtles, those are fly river turtles. They are a popular and rare turtle to see. Now, that's just one of your basic red ear sliders. You find that all over North America. All right, in here, this is Radon. He is a screaming hairy armadillo. He's in there. Say hi.
Hi.
And then immediately to your left-hand side, we got the Coatimundis. Now, these are South American raccoons. They are pretty cool. And they're very pretty, too. We have one on the ground, but then two of them are sleeping up there. Do you have something to say? Hi, Dwight. This is Dwight, the lamb. Ow! Ow! Look at these horns. Look at those. Those are crazy looking. This is a Jacobson sheep. I've actually never seen one before until we got them. You have more horns on the side? You see that? He has 4 horns. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're what inspired like the double imagery with the ram.
Really? So they're the inspiration for all the pictures of the ram that you see on certain types of pictures. Boom! Prairie dogs. Indian spotted river turtles, right here. Now they're pretty cool. They are unique. I'm pretty sure you have to have special permits for them in certain states, in certain places. But they are really, really cool, really unique types of turtles. That's why they're not in there with the other turtles, because they kind of need their own space. Now right next to the turtles are the tortoises. These are some of our baby tortoises, except for the Russians. The Russians are full grown. That's how big they stay. They can get up, and they can live up to 80 years old. So if you want a good tortoise, like a good sized tortoise, but you have to have a commitment to keep them long term. But that would be a great pet, like a house pet tortoise. These guys are hingeback tortoises and then redfoot tortoises, and they can live up to about the same amount of time. They just get a little bit bigger. The skunks went back home to the barn for the summer. These animals get rotated out to the barn so that they could get outside time, get some sunshine, get to graze on some grass. Chupacabras. Just kidding. These are Patagonian cavies. They look like if a bunny and a capybara and a deer had babies. Now they are pretty sassy, but they can be sweet at times. Okay, I spoke too soon. Over here, Finnick foxes. These guys are awesome. This is Fabio and Fiona. They actually just had little babies, but they are sleeping right now. It's kind of that time right now in the zoo. It is currently 3:25 in the afternoon, and it is sleepy time. It's nap time. These are the lemurs. This is Peach and Bowser. Now, normally I would go in with them. She's trying to mark me. That's a good sign. Maybe I will go in with them. What do you think? This could be risky business. Insert risky business theme song. So these are ring-tailed lemurs. Now these are the same kind of lemurs that King Julian is, so they do like to move it. Every ring-tailed lemur's tail is unique to them. It's kind of like the fingerprints of a human. So they have unique tails. They are excellent climbers, runners, all that kind of stuff. You might see her jump on me. You want to come up? Come up? No, you just want the marshmallow. That's fine. Now these guys are pretty cool. Now, all around too, you'll see that they have climbing stuff. They love doing backflips off of this thing. It's really cool. But this whole tunnel system, I'm not as comfortable with them as I am with alligators. Especially because the other lemurs that were in here did not like me. But seems like it's going fine. In these tunnels, there is a woodchuck, and you'll see it more over there too. These are binturongs. I'm not gonna go in there today because they scratched me up pretty bad the other day, and I'm still recovering from that. But they are super cute. I love them. This one is handsome, and that's Greta over there. These are giant African millipedes. They are pretty cool. Will, you want to take over this one?
So guys, these are giant African millipedes, and they're not to be confused with centipedes like Dante was saying. Centipedes are venomous creatures that are predatory, so they're carnivorous. These guys are millipedes, which means they like to eat plant and dead leaf litter on the bottom of the floor. They don't even have the mouth parts in order to bite you. They don't have the right structure to take a bite of you, kind of like centipedes would. But they do have a special defense mechanism that centipedes don't have. So if these guys get stressed out too much, if they get picked at by a bird, they can release a special kind of poison, a special kind of toxic chemical called cyanide. So they actually release cyanide, kind of like you hear in the spy movies, and that helps prevent them from being eaten. That only happens, though, if you try to poke at their shell, if they feel like they're threatened. So right now, our little millipede friend, he's just cozy as is. And I'm not going to wake him up right now because I think he's having a good time. Now, guys, I know that they look kind of like a shiny turd, but they really are some of the cutest creatures on the earth. And if you want to come see them, you should check out a wildlife show here. You can see them in action.
We're going to save the alligators for last. More porcupines on your right. Palawan porcupines. In here, this is a genet. His name is Noble. He's actually going to the barn soon so that he can get some outside time. Ducks. They're fun. I like them. They're also leaving. They're going back to the barn as well to get some outside time and enjoy their pool. They were just here for the winter. Who is this stud muffin, you may ask? Now, this is Kirby. Kirby is a red kangaroo. He's a male. That's why he looks so buff. Look at that. Look at that. You're showing off. Look at those muscles. Now, if he wanted to, he could probably kick me all the way to Australia with those really big legs. When he stands up all the way, he's about 6'7". That's really tall. Now this, whoa. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm sorry, bud. You see those sharp claws? Now, they do box, but it's not like how we thought in the cartoons. They can grab, they can hit, but they're mainly going to kick you with these big legs. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And look at that tail. That is one big muscle of a tail right there. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's pretty cool. Now, it may be hard to hear on camera, but their whooping noise is so deep and it's so loud, and it feels like it comes from a whole different part of the zoo. Now, if you've been here before, these are one of the kangaroos that you could have cuddled, but now they're a little bit too big. This is Aruba. Aruba's grown up so fast. Kangaroo Mama, aka Melissa, aka Head of Healthcare, takes really good care of these animals, and she actually hand raises every single baby that is born here at the zoo. So she takes them home, she bottle feeds them every hour when they're babies. She has to clean up their mess. She barely gets any sleep. I was gonna say she sleeps with them. She barely gets any sleep. So she is Kangaroo Mama, and she is by far the most dedicated person in this zoo to making sure that these animals are safe and healthy and well taken care for. That's why we love Melissa. Baby. I have to tread with caution. This is the most dangerous animal by far, most scariest animal by far. I'm gonna keep my distance. Will is gonna go over there and show you. This is by far the most dangerous animal. These are our bunnies. I am allergic to bunnies, number one, but even if I were not allergic to bunnies, they still scare me a lot. Like, look at that. All right, this is the otter enclosure. They are sleeping right now, but we're gonna do a whole nother video with the otters and Safari Bob, because those are his babies. Boom, on your left, Kusamansi. Boom, on your right, marmosets. These guys are crazy. You look like Albert Einstein.
Not cool, man.
Armadillo. This is Coconut. We have a Matamata turtle in here. He's going to get really big one day. We have two snakes up here. Behind that door, it's a secret. That's our healthcare office. So we have a whole vet area back there. We have our offices. I'll take you in that another time. This is an extension of Guinea Pig Land, Guinea Pig World. And if you look on the side, on the other side, there's Dobby. This is Speedy. He is a sulcata tortoise, also known as an African spurred tortoise. Oh, he has all these spurs. This is my good boy. Well, he leaves on Saturday. He's going back to the barn. He was at the barn, and then it got a little bit too cold because it's Minnesota, and Minnesota doesn't understand the difference between hot and cold sometimes, and spring and winter and summer. That's what I'm learning. But he's going to leave to the barn and go graze on some grass. We've hit almost every animal that there is. Goat. We're gonna walk by a couple more animals until we get to the alligators. These are some anoles. There's our kookaburra, Jackie, and Tamandua in here. His name is Pinocchio. He's like an anteater. He is in his box right now, sleeping. How could I forget about the axolotls? This is Vincent, and that's Van Gogh. These are little axolotls. They are found in one lake system in only one part of Mexico. They are very rare. Now these are my babies. Come on, come in. These are my babies. These are the alligators. We have 6 alligators in here and 1 caiman. We have the big one, Miss Roger. All right. Then we have Rachel. Underneath Miss Roger is Phoebe. We have Chobi. We have Joey. And then we have Chandler, who is on the ledge over there, or on the land. And then we have Domingo, the caiman. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. We did not get to talk about every single animal. So if you guys want to learn about all the animals, come on over to Sustainable Safari. This is the Burnsville location in Minnesota. You guys could even have a chance to meet Miss Miyagi here. But feel free, stop by, ask any of us to help you out, answer any questions. Like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned. We'll be making more videos.